Welcome back. So, we've been in quarantine. I think this is week 3 or 4. But one of the major problems I'm finding is what to eat. And let's face it, I have had a lot of cereal because I just couldn't be bothered. But in this time, we're all looking for something nice, easy, and nutritious. Now, combine that with the fact that we're broke and we're a student. I know I said we, but it's a thing I do. So one of the things I have discovered that I make a lot now has to do with potatoes, because there are a lot of potatoes in the UK. I think that's like their major source of carbohydrates. It is potatoes. And my mom warned me, but I was like, no, they have rice. But they do have rice, but it's still potatoes. A lot of potatoes. So today, I looked in my fridge, and there's I have potatoes, I have some frozen veg, I have some pancetta, I have some sausages, and I have some stew. And so, cogs turning. I'm going to be making, I don't know what to call it. Let me think of a fancy name generator. Dun, 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 dun. I'm just going to be like, let's just call it roast potato with pancetta and veg. So, like, it's so simple. We will figure it out. So, let's go. Okay, for this, I sometimes tend to use potatoes on the skin, or the skin on potatoes. Just have to give them a thorough wash beforehand. So, wash. I just got these, so I'm not really like doing a full-on scrub, but if I kind of see some weird spots. For example, that. Just chop it off. Okay. So now we dice. So right now, basically, just get to dicing. Try to get them as equal as possible, but I kind of just like judge by eye. See, so sometimes get them into 3 or into 2. Okay, so that's basically thyme, mixed herbs, chili flakes, olive oil. I love these chili flakes, that's why I use them a lot. Black pepper, salt. Then I also add sunflower oil. I don't really know why, it's just a thing. You get your hands in there and just mix. Oh, honestly, this olive oil smells divine. On its own, tastes rather bitter, but the smell is beautiful. Very beautiful. So you just get your hands in there. Ooh. Now you could put it like this in the oven, but because I kind of want it to roast and not like steam, I'm going to separate it into 2 trays. So we have this. Now, since I want to put Cumberland sausages in as well, and they kind of take basically the same amount of time to cook, so you just put them in the oven as well, straight from frozen, nothing fancy. So now into the oven. So oven 200. This, oh well, these go top rack. Bottom. So let's do that for 30 minutes. But because everybody's oven is kind of different, check it out after like 20 minutes. Then look, check what the doneness, whether you're satisfied with the crunchiness. But we'll be back.
Many minutes later.
Let's see how that looks. Ooh, bring it out, bring it out. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. So, pop out. I'm going to bring these to the top for a couple more minutes. Then we'll slice and dice. Oh, do you see that? Beautiful, golden, so wonderful. I wish we had smell-o-vision. Frozen veg. I made it a lot, so it's a large percentage of the final product, so it lasts longer. But just water. So that was about. This doesn't have cup measurements, which is weird. But if you were to put the frozen veg in a measuring jar, it should reach up to like 700 mils of frozen veg. So that just goes in the microwave. Oh my god, did I make it too big? This is the larger one. I need to use the smaller one. Okay, so in the microwave. Sorry, I'm watching something. So in the microwave for like 2 minutes, 3 minutes. So let's get to slicing and dicing. Okay, I think I'm just going to slice this because I still have the pancetta that we will cook. So remember, what's it called? Hand hygiene.
My phone lights up, but it's never you. I can't help but feel so lonely. I know there's things that I can't undo. I'm falling apart so slowly. Come alive when we're faded. The summer nights that we're chasing. Want this feeling to last forever, forever. I know it's hard for you to stand, but I can make it
That's amazing. All the different components together. So it says in a dry pan, like the recipe, if the cooking instructions for the pancetta, but I like to use oil. I don't know why. For what I'm with, I don't know why. I like oil. Oh gosh. This is the danger. Like you will finish eating everything before you're done. That is so nice. While that's warming up, okay, that's not really done. So let's give it another 2 minutes. Once that's done, I'm going to warm this. Now, this is stew that I had made before. It's kind of, in general terms, it's tomato soup, but like the Nigerian version with pepper and without cream. I still don't get it, putting cream. But I'm going to learn because I was watching Julie and Julia on Netflix, and I was like, why don't I do that sometime? Learn French cooking for the servantless housewife. So this will probably take about 5 minutes. But from this point on, it is super easy. So we just need to let this cook. Take a bite of the sausage again. This is my reward. Oh my god. Oh my god. It is a lot now that I look at my food. This pan is annoying because there's just this part of it that refuses to be non-stick. I've learned to deal with it. Okay, now. Let me see which ones I can pick out. This is lack of self-control. Ooh. I have a lot of washing when I'm done. Now, because this is a lot, I tend to just do a little bit of it in this pan. Get some of my tomato. Season this a little bit with some salt. Not a lot because there's some Cumberland ham and we also have the sausages in there. So right now, that's what it looks like. So I leave this for a couple of minutes, like 5 minutes. Then I put the tomato. Miraculously, my pan is deglazed, and that's what I love about it. It makes me feel like I'm using professional cookware. And now, it's my pan. A lot of Nigerian cooking, like there's this meme that is like, Nigerian cooking doesn't really have amounts. It's kind of like, you just keep putting until a voice is like, that's enough, my child. And I have inherited that voice. But it's a voice that you kind of get used to through trial and error. So it's kind of like everything, you look at everything and then something just is like, oh, I think that's enough. Test cooking. Ooh. Now, this is where you transfer it into a bigger thing. So now you will think that that is done, but I have a chicken stock pot. So I'm going to add just a little, like I am throwing all sorts of meaty flavors in this. Because we got the ham, we got pork, and now we got chicken. Ooh. I miss like proper stock cubes that you just crushed. That's really nice. Remember, you need to stir. Oh, this is going to last for a long time. Now, I personally could leave it like this. Like this. As a stew. So if I made pasta or rice, this would just go on top of it. But as some southern people like to say, butter is king. So, we're going to get ourselves some wonderful, silky, smooth, beautifully buttered. Ooh. Oh, so wonderful, just melted right in. So beautiful. Stir that in. Let it melt. Oh, so beautiful, so beautiful. Now, you literally just in. I'll just stir it in. Oh, this reminds me of Schitt's Creek when they're like folding the cheese. I will do that if you could just tell me how to fold it in. Ooh. It's almost like a very, very like, I don't want to call it a curry, mainly because I've never had a curry. So just get that literally. Now, if you have a burner that kind of goes off immediately, you could turn it really low and do it for like 5 more minutes. But this doesn't go off immediately. It takes time to cool down. So I could like wait for 5 minutes until it's cooled down to a warmish temperature and then just leave it on there until I'm ready. Now, literally just spoon it out. Ooh. I have now recently become a plant daddy. Ooh. Basil and parsley. The instruction says to tear them off the stem. Ooh.
My phone lights up, but it's never you. I can't help but feel so lonely. I know there's things that I can't undo. I'm falling apart so slowly. Come alive when we're faded.
And so we're back. Like, because I'm not using a standard recipe, every time I make it, I'm always scared that something will go wrong. But oh my god, this is really nice. Oh, thank God. Like, it's always a miracle. I need to write this down. My mom called me a couple of days ago. And when I told him, you know what? Compile the recipe of Nigerian dishes. And I was like, yeah. So that's in the works. So last week I was like, I'm trying to build a schedule. And I was like, I was not going to like pin myself into a box. But I think that's what I need. That accountability. And so I have decided that, wait for it. I've watched a lot of How I Met Your Mother. videos will drop every Saturday. I want to say 5, but the last week when I set it at 5, somehow it uploaded at 4. But basically, every Saturday evening, once I deal with the specific time, but you know that in the evenings on Saturdays, I will have a new video, no matter how short or long or wacky it is, there will be a video. So, thanks for joining me again. Please watch, please share, please like, please comment, and subscribe. I'll see you next week. Bye.
Without